Yeah, today we will continue the JavaScript. So I'm going into the folder and creating a new folder named AS2, and I'm simply opening this through an editor. You can use any editor. I'm using Visual Studio. So after you open it through editor, we'll create the files and we will do some today. Yeah, I opened that folder in an editor. So today we are going to see some content about last time we left with here data types. So we'll start today some operators and those operators. Okay, so in JavaScript there are some operators like we can say arithmetic operators and assignment operators. Arithmetic operators do arithmetic operations. Everybody might be familiar with these operations. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, increment, decrement. Okay, so these are the operators. So there is a difference between division and modulus. So what does a division do? Division will give you a quotient. Yes. Quotient. Whereas modulus will give you a remainder. Okay. So there is a difference between these two. Okay. So when you, I will show you. Add new HTML page. So arithmetic, I'm writing arithmetic. So don't need any. So I'm writing here a script tag and I will write all the scripts in the script tag. So my intention is to display the operations. So I'm just displaying them directly. Console.log. I want to do operations on 5 and 2. So 5 plus 2 is equal to 5 plus 2. So this is one of the operations. Okay. So I just want to repeat all these in steps. So just concatenate them with this. Here what happens is when you give a string here, this concatenates like a string. So you started with a string, so it will take it as a string. So you need to ensure that these two are added first, like this. Okay. So as bracket takes preference, these get added, then it gets appended to the string. So that's it. So I'm just writing it here. These operators plus, I need a few more I think. Yeah. So plus, minus, multiplication, then modulus, then division, here modulus, then what else we have? 5 plus plus, and 5 minus minus. That was it. That's it. So these are our operations. Okay. So we do the same here. We do here subtraction, multiplication, then division, then modulus, then 5 plus plus, and 5 minus minus. I think this will display. Okay, that's it. So I just saved them. View in browser. I'm going into inspect elements. I'm changing this one. I'm going to console. So left hand side expression is postfix expression something. So it failed over here. I can't directly give as 5 plus plus I think. So something variable a is equal to 5, then a plus plus a minus minus I think. That's it. So yes, I'm going to console. You can see here to print this, like a plus plus, do a plus plus, then print it, print the a here. Okay. Okay, now take another variable, b is equal to also 5, then do b minus minus and print b. Why I took a and b, we'll see, because see here postfix and prefix work differently. They do appending first, then they print. Okay, so yeah, so 5 plus 2, 7, 3, 10, 2.5. Okay, and modulus 1, 1 is a remainder. Okay, and 5 plus plus 5 next.
It gives the fraction, didn't get the quotient.
Yeah, it gives the fraction or exact division. Okay, so that's about arithmetic operators. Next, we have the operators like assignment operators. Is already equal to. This is addition. We self addition, like self it. We do addition to itself and assign it. Here we do subtraction from itself and assign it. Multiply by itself and assign it. So these are the same. So what I am going to do is, so I am just taking a new item, HTML assignment. So added assignment. I'm copying all the things from here so that I don't replicate it. I'm writing here 5 plus equal to, okay, and okay, so that's it. That is equal to instead of 5, I'm taking here this one because it needs to be stored, so I need to use a variable. Okay, so I can't do directly this one, so it may look like that, but actually I'm doing with a. Okay, so a plus or equal to. Okay, so after this operation I need to print. Okay, so I'm just taking this outside. So taking outside, what happens? I don't think it prints. It just prints the true. I think. Let us see.
What if we should we keep it private?
So it just printed. Yeah, it printed 5 plus 2, 5 minus 5.
Should be 3.
It printed. Yeah. Minus equal to. It became 7. Then it did minus 2.
Oh yeah.
Then it became 5. You got it? Then it became 5. 5 into 2, 10. Then 10 by 2, 5. And 5 divided by 2 again 1. You got it? We are just doing on one variable, right? So it changed. Okay. So you got it? So this is about assignment operations. Okay. So what does that they represent? Like a plus equal to 2 means a is equal to a plus 2. You got it? A plus is equal to 2 is a is equal to a plus 2. So similarly, like you can make anything. 5 modulus equal to 2 is 5 equal to 5 or a equal to a by 2. So that is the thing. Instead of writing here a, I will write. Okay, so it will be that. So this is about assignment operations. So we are done with that, and we need to look at it the concatenation. So just to concatenate two strings, you can also use the plus operator. So this operator has one more functionality, that is concatenation. Okay, you can concatenate two or more strings also, okay, like this. So this is about concatenation. Then moving on to next thing is functions. Okay, so what are functions and how to use the functions and those things we will see. Okay, so coming to functions. So functions. So what are functions? Functions are like pretty much like we call them functions, we call them methods. Okay, both are same. Functions are a reusable part of code where you can apply some parameters and you can return some value or you can do some work inside it. So how the functions we have is, we can have the functions in two types in JavaScript. One is function as using the function keyword with followed by a name and then parameters, then the code to be executed is here. Okay. Next we have function as a variable. You can also have a function like a variable. Means what happens here, you write function and you assign all the function to a variable, and later you can use that name and call the function by providing the necessary parameters here. Okay. So that's the way you can do. So this is how you can call the function. So function can be called this way, like if you can write the same function in both the ways. Okay. And we call these functions as anonymous functions. The functions that we write like a variable are called anonymous functions. Okay. So that is the thing, and these are mainly for the reusability of code, like you can call multiple times. So yeah, so I'm just I will write the functions in the both the ways and let us do. Okay, that okay. First I will write like a function add. Okay, so this will take some variables. Okay, a comma b, then it will return a plus b. So I just wrote it nice. Okay. Next function where this is like a variable, subtract is equal to function with some variables, some parameters, then return a minus b. So in these two ways you can write a function. This is like a traditional way of writing, like a method. Okay, this is like a variable. Okay. Yeah. So you can write a function like a method and function like a variable. So how to call the function? Console.log. Then afterwards, what you are doing? You are going to call the function. So you are saying add of 5, 2. So you can add. Okay. So then plus is equal to add of 5, 2. So this is the way you can add the function. Okay. And you wanna call the second function, that is subtraction function. You can do the same thing. Okay. So I wrote the function in two ways. One way like this, and another way is like a variable. And you can end them with semicolon, like a statement. Okay, that's it. And let's see how they get displayed here. So we can see here. Are you not able to listen, or are you able to listen? Hi. Are you able to listen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I think Sarla, that's a thing from your side. I think so. So can you do one thing, like you can dial the you can dial the number that is I provided in the WhatsApp chat. So you can dial the number. I think you may not be able to see this one. I'm just copying to clipboard. Okay. So this is the code. You can dial in. So dial this number, and this is the access code, and you can listen to the through phone call also. Okay. So that's the thing. 515604. Okay. Yeah. Dial this. You may not be able to listen that also, right? So use these two. Okay, so we'll continue the class. So where we are? Yeah, we just wrote add, then these things, and we are just seeing them. So you can see add different parameters, and we are able to get the result. Subtract and parameters, and we are able to get the result. Okay, so this is fine. Okay, now here I will do a thing. So I will do what I am going to do is okay. So what I'm going to do is I want to pass function as a parameter to a function. You got it? Want to pass a function as a parameter to a function. So let's do it. So it's easy. So let us think I have a function called subtraction. So this is like a variable, right? So else I can directly send also. So I'm just writing here call or where call a something like some variable I give, call a function. Then what I'm going to do, I'm taking here the function. I'm taking here the variable as fun, and I'm calling that fun variable. Okay. So to this call a function, I want to console.log do the same thing. Okay. Okay. Call a function. So what I'm going to do is I'm just to that call a function, I'm sending the variables. Okay. Function followed by variables. That is fun, comma a, comma b. Okay. So I'm just sending the variables. See. So what I'm going to do is I have a function which accepts three variables. One variable is a function itself, and other two are real parameters. Okay. These parameters internally those will be passed to the function. So I'm just calling that using some 5, 2. So I can achieve the same result. Okay. So let us see this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to refresh. See, I need to return it. Okay. I don't have any return. So see, means I can pass the function itself. I can also pass the function as a variable. That is the thing you can do in JavaScript. Okay, or else you can do something like this. You can send the function like this, same function, a comma b, and you can say the function here itself, return a into b. Let's see. So I'm just saying here some mul or fun. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, you can see here, console, call a function we are sending, and that is doing some operation here, and actually I'm sending the function as a parameter. Okay.
Yeah.
And this will be sent as a parameter, and that is going to accept the variables. Previously what we did, we stored all of this into a variable, like all of this into a variable called mul, something like this, and we sent mul. Instead of sending the mul variable, what I am going to do is I am sending that code as code itself. I can also send the code also like this. So that is one of the things. Okay, 5 into 2, 10. So whatever you do, you can send it. So that is the thing. Next, with the functions, we will see some funny thing. Okay, so let us see. Okay, some add in. I'm writing a function. Let us see. Okay, function. This is supposed to take a comma b comma c. Okay, 3, and if c is undefined, then return a plus b. Else, what I'm going to do is return a plus b plus c. I wrote this one. Okay, why it is behaving like this? Declaration or statement expected. Type of. Equal to, okay. If C double equal to undefined, then you are going to do this, or else it's okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just taking this one, and I'm writing here add in. Okay, I'm sending 3, 5 plus 2 plus 6, then only 5 and 2. Okay, so what happens, let us see. So I'm going to here, see, 5 plus 2 plus 6, 3, 5 plus 2, 7, means you have 3 parameters, you have passed only 2, yet it is accepting it. You got it? Yet it is accepting it, and you are getting just it as undefined. So this is undefined. So in that case, you can take 2. Means you can have multiple parameters, but you can send only few also. Yet it accepts and makes the other things as other parameters which you have not supplied as undefined. So that is the thing what is proved here. So what we saw just in functions, function can be written in 2 ways. One is straight function like a method, and like a variable, and calling both of them. Then passing function as an argument to the function. So you can pass a function itself as an argument to a function, and function can be a part like a property also. We will see that one later. Okay, and you can send you can make the parameters optional, like you have 3 parameters but you have sent only 2, yet it has accepted, whereas C became undefined, so it executed this code. Okay, if C is defined, then it might have executed this code. Okay, so that is about functions.
What if using I comma to get it? If you put here 3,
it takes this code, it executes this code. Why? Because then C is not undefined. So if you define C, then it will execute the other code. So this is about functions. So next we are going to see the object and how to create an object, and how to assign some properties to the object, and how to use those properties we will see. Okay, so I'm just writing a thing called object. So object, so I'm just coming here and script. So how to create an object? Simple. Let us create some object like a student. Okay, stu1. Okay, and this object you can have the properties in this. So I'm giving a property name. So how to give a name property? Name property can be given like this. Okay, then ID. Let us think ID is also a string. Okay, ID. Let us think. Let us give something like score. Okay, score can be let us think 450 is the score. Okay, and this is like I gave like a integer. Okay, like this you can create a object. Okay, and in an object you can also have a function also as a property. Okay, so something like print function I am writing. Okay, so this will return something like function, and you pass some message, let us think. Okay, then it will print the message return, or you can write directly here console dot log, then it will print that message followed by plus name, or you need to give the name also, right? Let us give the name also. Okay, let us print only the message. Let us think we have only message. Okay, so this is what we want to do. Just print the message. Let us think. So you can have a object. This is called property name, and this is called property value. Name value, name value, name value. Okay. Now our how to use this property. So you can it can be used in 2 ways. Okay. One is console dot log. I just want to print the name. Okay. So name is okay plus stu1 dot name. Okay, or console dot log. You want to print ID. So ID is, you can also print like this stu1 or then you can give the ID. Okay, you can also print like a array type, and let us think console dot log. We want to call that function. Okay, so print message. Okay, and I'm calling that function, So what is the function? stu1 dot message is the function, and to that
Print is the
okay. No, sorry. Print is the function. Yeah. Print welcome student. I just called it. Okay. That's it. So this is the way you can use that variable or that property. Or you can also use the property like this. Okay. Or you can call the print function like this. You can also. Okay. So score also, if you want print, you can print the score. You want to print in some way. I think you want to print the score. You can print like this, or you want to print a score. This is the general pattern of printing. Okay. So I'm going into view in browser and inspect. I'm going into console. You can see name is Vikas, ID is 123, score is 450. Welcome student message. Welcome student message is printed, and we don't have any return value right here, so it is printing as undefined. Okay. If you have a return, it might have printed it. Something like return message. We are printing and we are printing. It has printed it here. It has executed, but it is just not. There is no return value, so it is undefined. By default, for a function, it is undefined. So you can see. So this is the way you can write an object. So object can have function as a property also. Okay. Okay. So now we will get to a point to list all the properties in an object. So how to list all the properties in an object automatically? Like you will be given an object. You don't know what all the things the object has. So you want to list all the properties and their values also. Let us see. Okay. So you given an object. You don't know what the object has, and let us think that object has all the simple properties, so not methods. Okay. So let us create an object. So I'm just creating same object without the method. You can also check that. Let us think we have the method also. Okay. So so I just list all the properties of object Java. I don't remember exactly. So this is a way actually. Yeah. Yes. So you can do this like this. You can say here I'm doing for, and I'm saying where, so prop in stu1. Okay, and I want to print that prop. So console dot log prop. Let us see what it prints. Name, ID, score, print. Okay. So just prop in student. You can use anything, A in student. Okay. And you want to print the actual values. So how to do that? Instead of printing the prop, what I'm going to do is I'm saying print stu of prop. Okay. Stu of prop. When you want to print this, if stu of prop type of stu of prop not equal to function. When it is not function, then only print that. You want to print the prop also, then say prop plus okay. So prop, it has not been shown. I doubt it. Okay. Why it is showing this one here? Type of not equal to Can I do this directly or should I do? I think like this I need to do. Okay. Prop is not prop is instance of function or not instance of function only, then do it. Let us see. I don't remember, but something is called. Okay. Without this we will print, then we will see. Okay. So it has just printed that function, but you can see here name is Vikas, ID is 123, score is 450 and printed. But we need to check, we don't want to print this, then we need to have that condition to check to prevent it from printing. Okay. So how to check it is we need to check by instance. Same thing what I have did, but I think it need to be checked there. I don't remember. That's what I wrote. Okay. So if type of stuff of proper or stuff of student 1 of double equal to thing not equal to, here we have a function. I don't think so, but yeah, let us take it. Here you see it is not printed, except that everything got printed. So like this you can prevent function to be printed. Okay. So what I did, I don't know what all properties it has, yet I am able to list all the properties. And with the use of this, special array type, I am able to print that property value also. So property name followed by property value. You can followed by property value. Like this you can print it. So name is equals id is 1 2 3. So like this is the functions, sorry, object and their properties. How to use the properties. Properties can be used in two ways, and we can also have the function as a property. So how to call the function, we also saw that, and how to list all the properties and their values. So we just saw this. Okay. Next, what else we have? We're going into strings. Okay. So strings. So in JavaScript, strings can be specified two ways. Okay. Let us see how they can be written. More than two ways. Okay. So string str1. For now, let us see it as two ways. You can write with the double quotes. You can also write with single quotes. Okay. So here I am writing the message as welcome. Here also I am writing the message as welcome. You can also write the string in another way, that is where str3 is equal to new string. Okay, and you can also write here welcome. Okay, so now I want to print all those things. Okay, console dot log str1, and I want to replicate all these. Okay, so I'm just printing those things. Let us see how this gets printed. So welcome, you can see here difference. Okay, so an object, this is like an object. Okay, string is of type of string of object. So there is a difference always. Okay, so this is a normal primitive string type, whereas this is string is of string object type. Okay, so primitive value is welcome. You got it? So primitive, these are primitives. This is the type you can write. This type of things are called primitive. Okay, here object. Okay, that is about how to write a string. Okay,
so there is no difference for character and string.
There is no difference. Okay. Next, you want to, let us think you want to have an single quotes inside the string, like welcomes. Let us think we want like this. Okay. So you can use single quotes inside the double quotes. So okay, and you want to use the single quotes inside the single quotes? No, it's not possible. Okay, it's possible if only you use slash, backslash. Okay, so it's possible if you use backslash. Okay, so that is about having double quotes inside single quotes or single quotes inside double quotes, vice versa. If you want to use double quotes, then double quotes inside the double quotes, use slash. If not, use single quotes outside. So the rule is double quotes can't be used inside the double quotes. Double quotes can be used inside the single quotes. In a case, if you want to have double quotes inside the double quotes, then you should be using slash, backslash. If you want to use single quote inside the single quotes, then you should be using the backslash. So that is the rule. Okay. So three ways of writing a string, and about double quotes and single quotes, and how to use it. Then afterwards, you have a special characters, right? Slash, single slash, to print a single slash, to print a double slash, to print the slash itself. This is called backslash or something like it removes one character. Okay, backspace, it is called backspace, and this is called carriage return, that will go to a new line entirely. Okay, and this is called form feed, that is used in printing to go to a next page, and t/t is tab that takes one horizontal tab, /v is a vertical tab. So these are some special things, so we use them rarely, okay, but just to know that we can also use them. Next, you want to use them and see, I can show them. Yeah, so next we are going with the string methods. Okay, so what are string methods and what are the things we have? Like we have some many string methods. I just wrote few of them which are mostly used, so there are some differences between them and those things. So we will see all these methods now. Okay, in the same file I am writing string methods. So where I want to have a string 1, I am writing here welcome to. So this is what I wrote. Okay, so I'm writing this as string 4 letters. Okay, now I want to see what is the length of it. So what is the length of that one? So welcome is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. So 15 is the length. So how to print it? So console.log, let us print that one. So str4.length, we are printing that one. Okay, so what does that print? Length is 16. Yeah, it is 16, so it prints 16. I might have miscounted some. Yeah, this has 7 characters. I counted this. Okay, so that is how you can print length, or you can get the length of a string. So we got length. Then what else we have? We have index of and last index of. So let us see index of. Index of, here always see camel case we follow. Okay, so we start with a small case. All the methods in JavaScript follow camel case. Okay, they start with small case, and further any word it will start with a caps. Okay, so except the substring like both are small case. Okay, index of, so let's take an index of. So you want to get the index of something. Okay, so how to get the index of something? Like first occurrence of, it will give the first occurrence. Let us see, you want to see the index of let us see the index of 0, sorry, O. Okay, let us see the index of O. So index of O. So what is the index of O? Index of O, first index of O, first occurrence 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth place. Okay, so 4. So it will give the first occurrence. Next, last occurrence of O. Last index I capital again. Okay, so last index of 4. Next, it will give last index as 9. Okay, this is fine. Okay, can you do something like can you give something like TO instead of a letter you want to give a string? Yes, we can do. So we can also do string. Okay. Last index or first index both are same here. 8. Okay. T. O is 9. So last in the TO is 8. So that is the thing. And next, so what it will list? It will list the index of. Okay. Now let us think we want to do the index of this one, but the thing is like you want to start with some letter, something like we have in welcome it is at 4th position, right? You want to start from 5th position. So you say you can give search O, but start with a 5th position. I don't think 5, 0 or 0, I don't remember. 5, O. Okay. So start with a 5th position and then check. Means skip first 5. Okay. So then it will give.
Will the count will start from 1 to 3 or after 5?
I think just a minute. Yeah, you can see 9th position. So what happened? It has checked. It has skipped the first 5. Welcome. So 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and 5. It started from M. After M it started. So then it checked all the letters and it found it at a 9th position. So it printed 9. Actually it need to print what? It need to print 4. But it has printed 9. Okay. So you can also have that same thing from last index of. You can skip the last 3 characters, then start counting. Something like that you can also do. So that is about index of. Index of can take character as well as string, first thing. Then index of can take position also. So this is about character. This is about string. This is about position, start. Okay. This is about index of and last index. Then afterwards we have a search. So what does the search do? Search also prints the or gets the finds the first occurrence. There is no difference coming to index of and search. They differ in a way that you can't give the start position in search. Search will search and will give you the result, but it will not take the start position. Like what start position you can't specify. Yeah, like 5 we have specified here, right? Like start searching from this location. You can't give that. It just prints the location. Okay. So then also why we need to have search? We can do 2 things with index of only. You can give with and without. So why to have search? Without search is saying that search cannot do a index of thing, index of search, real search with position, right? This can do both. This can do without and with. Search can do only without. Then why we need is search. Okay. Next question. So search is a thing. It can take
There are 3 O's, it will take
regular expressions. It can take regular expressions. So regular expressions means like we can have regular expressions in JavaScript or any an expression or syntax where we can see a match, like a match. So you need to have understanding of what is a regular expression. So expression, once you have knowledge about regular expressions, then you can understand this one. Something like you have, let us think you have some text, some one page of text, and in between there are some email IDs. In between there are some email IDs. You want to find the email IDs. So you will design a regular expression, an expression that will have the format of the email ID. So in the expression we will write the format, how the email ID will be there, the format we will write, and then this thing can be used to get all the occurrences of that from that page. So that is something like regular expressions. If you study regular expressions, then you can understand. Something like you can see here a pattern. See, so this matches a pattern. So regular expression. Yeah.
What is a match with the regular expression?
See, this is a regular expression that is going to match an email. So it says some expression that can contain anything like A to Z, small case, uppercase, 0 to 9. Then there should be at the rate, then followed by something, and then dot, and then followed by something. So this matches a regular expression. Okay, regular expression is like a pattern or a format which is going to match the likes or matches. So you can view regular expressions in search, whereas you cannot view regular expressions in index of. Okay, and search can do only with there is no start position or end position in search. Okay, you can have only regular expressions. That is a specialty of search. So I'm just taking the same thing. I'm doing search. SEARCH. Okay. Search O. Okay. Then we will see. Search O. It has printed 4. Yes, same thing it has to. Okay. Now I said, right, you can have a regular expression or something like that. So we will see how to do that. So I'm just taking this one and I'm giving here TO cash. Okay. And TO I'm just giving. So let us see. It can print it out. TO, it is not found. So it has printed -1. So it prints -1 negative value when it doesn't find anything. Okay, so if it finds in the 0th index, it prints 0. If it finds some index greater than 0, it gives a positive value. If it doesn't find anything, then it will give -2. So it doesn't find anything. I said, right, you can search with regular expressions. So you can use regular expressions to find the match irrespective of case. So we don't want to make a case sensitive search. We want to make a not a case sensitive search. So how to do that is, I think, I don't remember, this one. Let us see. Okay, /TO. I think I need to give bracket Let us see this and see. TO is found at 8th position. See, TO is found at 8th position. Means you can give a regular expression like this. This is a regular expression to find by ignoring the case. So it doesn't matter is in a small case or upper case. It just there is a TO. There is a TO in the string, but whereas in the first case it ignored it. Why? Because it directly searched with the case to case, like case to case. Whereas here it ignored the case and searched. So that is about search. So that is what I wrote. Last index of can take the start position. Search can take the regular expressions. Next, slice. Slice means to divide it, to make it into two parts, two or more parts. So you want to slice. Yeah, slice has two things. Yeah, slice. Yeah, slice. Slice start index and end index. So if we give something like 7 to, we can give only start index and end index is optional, I think so. So let us do it. Okay, so I'm just taking this one and I'm saying slice, and I'm giving the start index as some 7, and here also I'm giving slice and start index as 7. So what does that will do? Let us see. To India has printed. Okay, it took from 7. So it, like, you can ignore the second part. Like you want to give the second part also. 7, comma 2. 7, comma 2. Okay, what does it will do? I think it will print TRTO. In the index we need to give. It is not length, it is index. Okay, so I need to give at least 9. Okay, so T. So if you give 10, 10 it will print Q. So start index and end index, not length. Okay, that is about slice. So to extract a part of string or substring. So we have another thing called substring. So slice, there is a thing called slice. So slice can take negative values. So can take negative values. So what does negative values do? They will start slicing from the end. So you give -5, it will slice last 5 characters. How we gave -7, it sliced the first 7 characters. If you give -7 or -5, it will slice last 5 characters. So let us do that one also. So slice 7, I want to give -5. Okay, it will start from last. Yeah, India, from last 5. Okay, next you cannot give that is same as substring is same as slice, but the only difference is you cannot give the negative values. So I'm just, as it is the same thing, I'm just taking these ones and I'm saying here substring. I can't do this one. So substring. You can see to India, to 710. Okay, so that is about slicing and substring. And we also have one more thing called substr. There is a difference between substring and substr. Okay, this says start index and a length. So this is not something like end index. Okay, it is about length. So you can take same thing and substring can give the length anything. I want to give the length 10 and let us see. Okay. So here I have omitted it, so it will take till the end, whatever. Here I have included it, so I will just give here some 4. Okay, and here also 4. That's it. And let us come to our page. See here, substr. It started from 7th and took till the end. We started 7th and it took only 4 characters. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 something. Okay, 7th to 4th, including 7th. 7th is I think 7th character is the space character. Okay, so that is about substring and substr. So if anybody asks you what is slice, slice is a function which takes 2 values, start index and end index. The specialty of slice is it can take negative values. What is substring? Substring is a method which can take start index and end index. It can't take the negative values. What is substr? Substr is similar to substring, whereas instead of start index and end index, it is taking start and end. That is the thing about. And this is optional. Second character is optional. So how he might have designed that one, that substring. How we have designed, like we made we made in a function C as an optional, right? Just before we just saw we are trying to pass 3 A, B, C, but we only passed 2. Then also it accepted. It checked whether it is passed or not. Similarly, they might have designed it inside substring. How to make a parameter optional? I just showed you, right, in functions. So that is how. Okay. Next, and that is about replace. So replace, you can give first string and you say what it need to be replaced. And this is about if you give /str/g, it will replace all the occurrences. Like you have 10 occurrences, then it will replace all the 10 occurrences. Whereas /i will replace with ignoring the case. Like capital letters will also be ignored, will be ignored and will be replaced. Okay, let us do these things. Okay, pretty quick. Okay, so I just want to copy this one, something like. Okay, instead of this replace, I want to take a string where str5 is equal to capital A, B, small a, C, capital A, D, small a. Let us think I have this one. Okay, and I want to replace user replace. Okay, replace. In the first instance, I am saying, sorry, I can take small a with 1. Okay, so replace a with 1. So it will replace, and I am saying here replace /a/g with 1. So what does it? This is a regular expression. It will say replace all occurrences. Okay, and I have one more thing. Replace with ignore case. So it will replace all capital A's and small a's with 1. Let us make one. Okay, So this is what I have. Okay, so let us see how it's gonna display. So it replaced only the first occurrence. When we gave G, it replaced all of them. When we give I, it replaced only one, but the capital also it ignored the case and replaced. Like you want to have /G and /I, that also you can have. I don't remember how to give /G and I. Ignore case and then G, I think. Let us check. I don't remember. No. /IG. See, it replaced all the things irrespective of case and all occurrences. Case as well as occurrences. Okay, so this is about case. I is about case and IG is about case and occurrences. Okay, this will replace only first occurrence. Replace /G with /G will replace all. Replace with I will replace irrespective of the case. Replace IG, case as well as all. So this is about replace. Okay. Most of the times we use these things. Okay. Next we have two uppercase, two lowercase, concat, char code. Okay, we will see this. Yeah, let us have something. Console.log. So two uppercase. This is very simple. So just we will make it an uppercase. Okay, and you want to make it a lowercase, all lowercase. So you take lowercase. To lowercase. Okay, and concat is same thing like adding two. So you pass two, it will concatenate all those two. See, it made all uppercase, it made all lowercase. Next, concat. Okay, so we finished by discussing these things. Okay, concat. Concat. You need to give something. I don't remember. String.concat. Okay. Space I don't remember. This is the one I think. Okay. C A B C D A D A high. Concatenated. What is the other way to concatenate? With plus operator. That is about the concat. And what we have caret. So caret will display caret. Caret will display what is the character to that position. Let us think 5 and give 5. So on 5th position, what is the character that will be printed? So on 5th position, the character is D. In this 1, 2, 3, 0. It will start with 0 index. On 5th index, it will take. Next, what we have char coded. So what is char code? It will print the ASCII code. Okay. So ASCII, there will be like a ASCII. For every character in the world, there will be a code defined by ASCII organization, small organization. They define some code to it. Okay. So we can print that char code also. Okay. So char code of D. So what is the char code at that position? So 100 is the char code of D. Okay. Next, split. Split is to split a string into pieces. Like you want to split it into pieces, so you use split. So how to do? So I'm taking a string where str5 or 6 is equal to, let us take a string. I'm taking a string a comma b comma c comma d comma e. Okay. And I'm saying where str7 is equal to, will split into array of strings. Okay. So you are saying take this one and use the split function and split with comma. So it will split all of them into an array with a b c d e. Okay. So and you want to print it or console.log it, then also you can do console.log, then you can print str7. It will print that there is no need to write like Java. Okay, automatically in Java you need to write, here no need to write. So that's it. So yeah, see, it has split it into A, B, C, D, E separate things. Array of strings. Okay, array of strings. So that is about split function. We want to have a split by 2, like something like, let us think, I'm taking the same thing. Or let us think we have something like D with the semicolon. Semicolon is there, semicolon. What is this? Colon or semicolon? Yeah, semicolon. So you have semicolon, then also you want to split either by comma or semicolon. Like anything is accepted. You want split. So how you can split? That also I will let you know. I don't remember. You can split in JavaScript or Java, but you can split like this things. I don't remember. In Java you can split, I think. It has not split it in Java, but you can split. Okay. So yeah, in Java you can split. That is what you can achieve in Java, but not here. So this is the way you can. There is no need that you need to split only with comma. You can have multiple things also. A string itself for a splitting. So that is about splitting. Okay. So this is these are all the functions, string functions we have. So that's about today's class, and let me know like if you have any doubts. Yeah. So we will continue the class again on today's Tuesday, right? On Thursday we'll continue the class at 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. between. And we will discuss some other concepts in JavaScript. Okay. So just remember today's class is like one of the mostly used things. Like we discussed all the string functions. So we discussed what are functions, what are strings, and what are objects, and how to get properties in the objects. Functions also, function as a parameter. So special things also we discussed. Okay. So this is about today's class, and yeah, I'll meet you in the next class, and until then have a good night, and please practice. Do the same practice what I have did, like use all these things what we have discussed in the same way, some console.log functions, and send me, like I will just have a review, and that will be useful to you because you want to remember, then make it to use, then you will remember. If not, it will be very hard to remember if you don't use them. So yeah, to make them remember, please use them. That's it for today, and meet you in the next class. Until then, have a good night. Bye.